Hello, good morning. So moving on, the next step here is to basically get everyone their remaining kill moves. So first things first, Steve is more than capable of just pretty much taking on the first two by himself with pretty much no danger whatsoever. I just noticed I was exactly 1200 short in order to be able to have two chances of doing a cave exploration. Now here's the thing, the leader has to go down within 3 turns. In this case, let's take a look at the guide here. The idea is that after you do this, you get Batrawl Chronology for beating cave exploration, and then for winning it with getting 10,000 in the process, it unlocks the Tundra Geology as well. So what we're going to do is essentially go for a 3-round kill here. This is the one with the Warlock, I think, right? Yeah, Warlock. So that should be pretty well squishable. It's only the very, very, very last guy that's a bit of a threat. Alright, so they're over there. Normally the main problem is just getting to them is a problem. But this should be no problem. Zweeg. It's kind of funny because seeing this guy's look and name, I kinda thought this was a reference to Legend of Dragoon. Like, is that friggin' supposed to be Zeeg? A weird typo? But no, I don't think so. Alright, let's just shuriken you. Interestingly, Eleanor actually hits harder than lands right now. Kind of a weird situation to run into, but such things happen, I suppose. Alright. Also, I can make somebody into a fairy, or somebody into a zombie, so I kind of wonder what happens if I make a zombie fairy. We're gonna try that next time somebody dies. Oh, you have made a mistake. Alright, how high is this damage gonna be? Yeah, okay. This is just hilarious. Freaking one-shotting bosses with a fairy. Well, more or less. Alright, so we get 10 grand out of that. Warp Ring, Necromancy. Sweet. Okay. Actually, you know what? For the sake of speed, let's run that one more time. Let's see, does the Warp Ring help you much? Ups agility, lowers everything else, so maybe not. Really, the only reason lands is actually here is pretty much for the sake of security, in case, you know, they roll that 1% miss or something. Let's lower that volume down a little bit. That same thing here, and then go for Batrawl Chronology. I'm gonna have to take a quick look here to see exactly which one gives what. So, where does it say about the kill moves? Okay, so Lachesis is Batrawl, and then Clotho is Tundra, so... Okay, so Lachesis is the first one I have to decide then. So, let's go ahead and end this guy. There we are. Plonk, plonk. And dead. Yes, finally got one of those things. It's a bit late, but whatever. Okay. So, Batrawl Chronology is still relatively easy, if I recall. Is that the one? I think that was slightly tankier, but still not terribly difficult. Yeah, Swordmaster at 30, so he still should be beatable by these two. Alright, but the question comes to who is getting Lachesis. So... 15 grand... Is there any limit to how many turns? Not really. We might as well play it safe. Put it up to 10. Not that they would even survive 10 turns, but whatever. It's there as an extra. I might end up giving that to Vin, actually. Let's see. Actually, I have an Earth Bow for you, finally. Go ahead and pop that on. Which is weird, because I knew I got 2 of these, but for some reason last time it wasn't showing up. For whatever odd reason. Such is as it goes, I guess, but seemed strange. Yeah, that seems a bit more useful. I don't know why Earth Rings are so much better than everything else, but... whatever. There we go. So yeah, I think Vin's gonna get it. He's not interested in the purpose. He's clearly interested in other things. He's just kind of hanging out in a cave. Who knows why? I mean, it says Betrayal Chronology. So, whatever that's supposed to be exactly. I guess this is their ancestral tomb or something with a giant hole in it. Also, Vin cannot be more green-colored here. Earth element, like friggin' all Earth items and neutral on top of it. Never even realized that. So this is why I was putting it to 10. It wasn't really the fighting so much as actually getting there. Because this one, I recall being a bit of a pain when you go and select the leader thing, because they sometimes can block him in. Alright, let's go ahead and just plink him down a tiny bit. So once these are done, it's pretty much just going to be a straight shot to the end at that point. All that's going to end up happening is I'm going to take the proceeds from this, essentially go and hire a bunch of flunkies. Just equip them, not really train them or anything. Realistically, they're just there as fluff. For the last castle fights. So, yeah, the way it's going to end up going here, essentially getting the 2 kill moves, then going back to Astoria, or not Astoria, but Solia, and just recruiting another 8 units. See who survives, and yeah, then it's just a straight shot to the end. I might end up picking up a couple extras, because, again, casualty rates should be a bit higher, because I think you do have defeat all type things in Heaven's Gate. Alright, still hitting with 100% accuracy, so nothing really to worry about here. Atropos. Well, you actually didn't die from that. It's like some sort of miracle. Not that it really matters, but it's nice, you know? Nice for you. Also, I guess it's also because he's not really getting a debuff. Everyone's just going neutral because of his innate buff. I think he's got Warlord or something. No? No, he is getting a debuff. Wow. It's with the friggin' debuff. And nuts. Whatever, do that, and then Vin can finish him off. And then we're done here. There we go. Yeah, when you're getting 100% on the front for a friggin' Swordmaster, you know everything's fine. Alright, address, we're never gonna use that, and then Tundra, Geology, and Lachesis. Alright, there we go. Congratulations, you're like the last competent archer that survived. Everyone else is just kind of surviving. And then lastly, Tundra Geology, which I cannot afford to do yet. Alright. No, this seemed to be the best profit. Yeah, it's funny, usually your very highest one is not your best profit at all. I think it was 6 per, so we need 2 more of this. I'm not actually sure how this is gonna work out, though. Because even after getting that much, I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to actually beat that last one. They come in at 35, so there's still level advantage, but the guy has a Fire Crest. He's a defensive priest build with a Fire Crest. That one I recall being absurdly resistant to everything, so that might be a problem. But technically, all that has to be done is to beat it. So, might just handle that as a normal fight. Now, as to why I'm going through the extra effort to get it, well, after the next few fights, Lance is gonna end up getting the friggin' Angel Spear there. Hang 10,000? Isn't that what I was paying to get in? No, 6,000. Oh, okay, no, I have to do this 2 more times. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, no, so he's gonna end up getting the Longicolnus, so we'll just kind of expect him to need a kill move. It basically needs to be used on the last boss. I'm assuming, even with all of Steve's crazy buffs, he's still not exactly going to be damaging the last boss very much. So, it would be good to have one on Lance as well. As far as being able to afford the healing to actually make those moves a reality, we'll see. Not entirely sure how I'm going to be handling that. Because, as I recall, Atropos with a Snapdragon and with a maxed out Lance still did like 100, and he's got like 600 health if I recall. So it still was a challenge even in that situation, which is very good actually, because yeah, you don't see that very often. Where they actually bothered to balance the boss for all the crazy crap you can do. Alright, and then one more. Where's Weeg? Getting fairy murdered over and over. Yay, a Fire Drake, we're totally gonna use that. And last one. And it's funny, sometimes it feels like they spawn the units in a way that makes it difficult to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Like, it seems more often than not, when you go and spawn in your guys, you wind up with a situation where suddenly the leader is spawned at the very back of their party and will just basically run down the stairs kind of a thing. Just be one tile away, once all's said and done. It's not actually the case, it just feels that way sometimes. But if you have units that can fly and teleport everywhere, it's so much of a non-issue that it's kind of hilarious. Like, if there was ever a game where flying units were absolutely grossly overpowered, it was this one. Just look at this nonsense. You know, they have no chance. There's nothing they can actually do to protect their leader here. Because the way the AI sees it, they don't account for teleporting or flying, so they see it as, okay, these two are protecting him, he's safe, he's very not safe. Because usually you'll see that they stop protecting the leader as soon as they've set up a wall of some sort. But if everybody's out in the open, they will actually surround their leader in a lot of cases. Or at least try to. Sometimes they'll do it completely wrong and then all pile onto one side and leave them completely open. You know. They tried, they just don't always get it right. Alright. Under Geology. Defeat leader eventually. Let's get us a Clotho. Actually, you know what? I can just go ahead and cheese this out with Eleanor's ability. Says the lady in a friggin' solid gold robe. And apparently all of the ego in the world. There's nothing better than the stuff I have to say. I'll go start a friggin' blog. Also, granted, this is going to be coming out like a week and a half after the fact, but I finally figured out how to get my tablet to do book stuff. Alright, so 60... I mean, she'll forget this after use, but she's so close to another level that it's basically free. Eleanor's whole thing is she basically gets one free orb per level, and she's basically the best at using them, so yeah. They don't stack, so you might as well always use Star Tiara, and it's funny because it hits everybody, so it's basically an instant level up every time, too. But yeah, she forgets it. She also instantly re-remembers it. It's a weird balancing mechanism. I guess it's just once you get to the point of being overpowered, I mean, you wouldn't need it anymore. But there's that. This probably won't hit, but might as well try. Oh, it did. But yeah, so Fire Crest, Crown, Armor, Shield. She's trying very, very, very hard to live. Probably not gonna be enough. We've got 99 turns. And so she's got Heal Plus, so we're not gonna drop the kill moves just yet. Nor are we dropping the Orb yet. But we are gonna plink her down a tiny bit here. This is what I said, that it seems weird that Eleanor keeps up with and occasionally does more damage than lands at this point. Alright, Toots the traitor. Traitor Toots, Traitor Toots, Traitor Toots. Alright. Ultimate Death Dump, starting after this turn. The amount of times that I tried to kill off that fairy for that crescent bow. I know it's like, just like crescent. The way that it's spelled, though, I always want to pronounce it crescent. Poke. With crazy defense. So she'll be able to out-heal this for a couple turns, which is a bit nuts. But as always, such is life. Wow. And Vin is taking more damage than he's putting out. Alright, that's not anything right now. And Toots is gonna go over here, and actually, you know what? Toots needs to harass their siren. Because if I can get somebody else super low, that might be a bit worthwhile. Yeah, 150 frickin' 7. Thing is, this probably has to be kept up for 5 turns. But why is that siren not doing anything? Strange. Do you not have moves or something? You have Gnome and Thunder Flare, which she should have had points for. Alright, whatever. Why are my controls not working right? Because of the wall, that's why. Okay. You can't actually select the area around the wall. It's kind of annoying. Poke. Alright, so Steve is still functionally invincible. With any luck, she'll... Actually, no, wait, she can't heal plus out of the situation, so she's just stuck. In that case... we have Vin go over here. Appala chase us on that siren. There we are. Eventually, just get around the stupid wall. 79, 79. Alright, never mind. Go for that fairy instead. They knew the fairy meta. They knew. Like the legend spoke of a Steve. I will try to make the Steve. Whatever. We'll, maybe we won't use Star Tiara here. I could use an Angel Fruit. I think it was, or Spirit Fruit, or whichever one it friggin' was. And get her maxed out. Have her able to use that next turn, but it seems like a little bit of a waste of a relatively annoying to get item. There we go. Perfect. We just won it anyway. You got baited. Way to shoot through a solid wall. So, this is why I thought it was actually possible in the Luck remake as well. Because you can shoot through solid walls in this, as long as the elevation's right. Just because the wall technically only goes up to that maximum tile area. So that's just kind of funny. Alright, Stabify. Probably should have had him using that kind of thing from the very start. And dead. Really? Really? It did half its intended damage? Alright. Alright, Trader Toots. Probably can't hit this, but try? There we go. Just go ahead and take one of those weird curved shots around that wall. Got less than we got in, and a glass pumpkin, but Clotho. Who will learn Clotho? Well, oh, I don't know. Maybe friggin' you? Yes. Alright, so we're good to go. Go ahead and give that a try. See how good that is on him. We'll get his ultimate spear later. Might want to pick up a gremlin to turn him evil. Alright, so we got that, we got that. Oh yeah, he can do it in one turn. Oh man, that's so overpowered. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, I'll leave that there for now. See you next time.